I was talking fantasy football with my friends the other day.
Alan, Josh? Wow. Look who's back. Where the hell have you been? At home, sitting in your asses?
Go away now, Josh. Actually, my name is Alan.
Dorky white kid with a Cub Scout bandana on his head.
Bravo.
Oh.
November. Tango on. Football.
Yep. Hey, can I vape on the show?
Probably. It's our show. You can do whatever you want.
Okay. Hey, welcome back to Bent on Fantasy Football. I am one of your hosts, Alan.
And I'm your other host, Josh.
And I've got some sad news to start off the show. Unfortunately, somebody broke into the dungeon and opened up my beer before we had a chance to talk about our labels. So we're going to do our best to cover it up and move on with the show.
The other guy must be really stupid that broke in here.
It's the only thing that he did is he broke in here, opened up my beer, and crawled right back out the window, didn't even break the window.
Yeah, he didn't clean the place up or anything.
So, moving on, I guess. Welcome to the show. Let's get started with our beers.
You want me to go first?
You're gonna have to, I think.
All right. I think you guys will understand this. We've got horrible reception this week. There were some horrible.
Now the show's fine.
The show's fine, but
we have no problem with the reception of the show. But go ahead.
The receiver injuries this week. I don't think I've ever seen a week like this with receiver injuries. Have you?
No, it's bad.
It is really bad. So
a lot of teams are scratching and clawing to try to get a number one receiver, to have a number one receiver.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Okay.
So what does your beer say?
My beer says, I'm suing Whirly Labels. And here's why. Did you see the lettering on this? I asked for bold lettering, and they would not only did they not give me bold lettering, they outright refused to do it. So I'm suing. Whirly Labels.
How dare they? I mean, you don't pay them. I mean, they pay for labels for this show.
I haven't gotten an invoice yet. It's not my fault. I haven't gotten an invoice yet. Now, before I have to sue the manufacturer of this can because it's opened already, let's go ahead and get your beer open.
Ready?
Sit back and enjoy the show. Oh man, it sprayed all over me almost.
You're an idiot, guys. I still love them though.
All right. Enough of the serious.
Just wait, next week is going to be even better for our Halloween show.
Yeah. Enough of the seriousness. We're going to start getting goofy now. Josh, you want to tell these guys what they need to do every week for us?
Guys, you need to like, share, and subscribe. We really appreciate all of you that have found us and watch us and comment on us. Share these with your friends. I mean, Halloween is all about pranks. You can totally prank all your friends by
sending them our videos.
That'll
teach them.
Yeah. That'll teach him to mess with you.
Yeah, I bet he doesn't cheat on you again.
What are you talking about?
Oh, never mind. I thought we were talking to one specific person. Never mind.
Yes.
Anyway,
but no, we appreciate you guys. We really do.
Thank you guys. We really do appreciate you. You guys sharing our videos.
We only have 9:33 left to go until we can do a live show. So
yeah,
we're getting there.
We're getting there. It's a really tall hill that we're climbing here and very steep, but that's all right. We'll get there eventually. And Josh said I could vape on the show, so that's cool.
Well, it's our show. We can do whatever we want.
All right, cool. All right. Let's do bent predictions. I know you said you don't have any bent predictions for this week, but I've got a bent prediction this week.
Okay, what's your bent prediction?
My bent prediction this week is that for somebody on a fantasy league, a number 2 quarterback is going to win the season for them, or at least help them win the season. It won't be a hindrance; it'll be a help.
Okay.
Now, that means understand the rules of this.
A number 2 fantasy quarterback.
Yeah, a number two fantasy quarterback, or number 2 quarterback in the NFL. Either way, out of any fantasy team in the whole world, somebody is going to win. So I don't make predictions that I can't.
I
give you
wouldn't
100%.
disagree with that. I mean, you got Darnold, you got Jaden Daniels. I mean,
there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. You we don't even know who the number one quarterback in Las Vegas was, and now they're going to have to go to the number 2 or 3 or number 1, or I'm not sure exactly what number it is anymore after you get benched.
I don't think it matters in Las Vegas because
Right.
they got Aiden O'Connell and
Yeah.
Minshew, and I think
He's-
Aiden O'Connell's out for an extended period of time. So,
Yeah, so at least for a few weeks anyway. But
opposite to your point though, last week I would have said, oh yeah, for sure. But after watching Lamar this week, holy crap! I mean,
yeah.
how can you even root against him? I mean,
The only way you can root against him is if he's on your opponent's fantasy team. That's
Yes.
the only way.
Yes.
Because the guy is he's amazing. And did you get a chance to watch the most of the game or all the game?
kids were in town this week, so I did not.
Okay.
So I saw the highlights.
There was some plays where he looked extremely nonchalant, and to the point where he's just stepping back and just kind of looking around, just flicking his wrist 20 yards and the
Yes.
ball downfield.
Yes.
It's amazing. To not show that much, I don't know if that's him just having fun or what that is, but
It just shows how little effort. We've talked about this a couple of seasons ago. How
Yeah.
little effort he has to put into his throws. He just flicks it, and it goes downfield and it's accurate.
yeah, imagine if he's throwing that at, trying to whip it to you, and man, that hits you in the numbers,
Yeah,
probably break a number.
yeah, yeah. But I agree with you. I mean, you got so many damn good quarterbacks out there. Darnold, Jane Din, those are probably the top 2 that are
And
drafted as number 2 or 3 quarterbacks.
And what's going to happen in Indy is Richardson's not really doing that great.
No, he was my number 1 quarterback drafted, and I hate him right now. So
Yeah,
I'm looking to start Daniel Jones over him, honestly.
I mean, we've got Mahomes still.
Yeah, Mahomes isn't looking good.
Yeah, he's having a rough, at least from a fantasy. I mean, they're winning, but he's not putting the fantasy numbers up.
Yeah.
We've got Jacksonville. Who else we have with their season starters in the AFC? I'm trying to think of who else it is. Richardson.
Well, C.J. Stroud isn't really doing much. They almost beat the Packers the other day. Stroud had 78 yards or something.
Stroud, it's harder for Stroud without Collins in there.
Well, Dell got hurt, I think, too. I mean, Dell had 0 points, and I think he may be out this week. Where we have to figure that out. So,
Jeez.
Mixon went off though, guys.
Mixon
Holy crap!
Had a good week, yeah, for sure. I'm glad to have him on my team, at least one of them anyway.
God, I wish I tried to trade you for him,
I
and
know.
you were a jerk and didn't do it. So.
Well, no, I was smart and didn't do it. Season's still we're not even quite to the midway point of the season though. There's a lot to go on still.
Yeah, I agree with you. Well, look at Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
George Pickens went off with Russell Wilson.
And Russell Wilson looks good at quarterback.
He does.
For the first time in a long time, he looks good.
Since his first couple years in Seattle.
Yeah, I mean perennial MVP, but never actually made an MVP ballot
Yes.
for some reason. But then his career fades away for a few seasons in Denver, gets injured in Pittsburgh, and now he's having a great season. It's just so weird to look at, because I guess technically he would be your number 2 quarterback in Pittsburgh. So yeah, it's really weird to look at how the quarterback situation has gone. But wide receivers, like you said this week, a lot of injuries to wide receivers over the last couple weeks.
Ayuk's out for the year.
Evans got hurt.
Debo has pneumonia, so who knows how long that could take. Godwin's pretty much out for the year.
Yeah.
Evans 4 to 6 weeks. He shouldn't have been playing in that game in the first place. He was limping in all his routes. You saw that, even though he did catch a touchdown, and they beat me. So screw you.
And had he not had the pain in that leg, he probably would have caught another touchdown.
He should have caught that other touchdown.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you could see as soon as that other guy touched him, his expression just went. You could see him tense up.
Mm-hmm.
So he was under a lot of pain at that point.
Cooper, I think, got injured, didn't he? Amari Cooper?
I'm not sure.
Jameson Williams is out for 2 weeks for substance abuse or whatever for Detroit. I mean, this is just a rough week for receivers.
All across the board with fantasy.
Yeah, I do have something to bring up, though, and I was listening to this today on Sirius XM. we are not betting people, okay? We don't bet money, nor do we suggest you guys bet money, but Lamar Jackson right now, MVP favorite. There's odds, okay? Lamar Jackson is a favorite at plus 225. Now, Alan and I can both tell you, MVP is a quarterback award, pretty much, right?
Yeah, unless there's something really weird happens.
But listen to this, guys. Derrick Henry. Think of Lamar Jackson plus 225. So that means for every dollar you put down, you win $2.25. Derrick Henry is 50 to 1 right now. We've seen it happen 4 times, I think, in the last 25 years. Who was it? It was Marshall Faulk, it was Sean Alexander, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, and I think one other guy got it in the last 25 years. But 50 to 1, I mean, if we were betting people, I might put $10 on them, would you?
Yeah, why not? I mean,
we don't bet, we're not going to, but I mean, I was looking at the MVP odds today and I'm thinking, what the heck?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, Lamar Jackson's probably going to win it, but...
And that's pretty cool, too, though, that both of those guys on the same team in the MVP conversation.
Yes. And here's another thing. The record for most...
You know what else is really cool about those two? They're both on one of my teams.
I know they are, Alan. All right, so anyway, here's another stat. We're going to do Baltimore Ravens watch. Okay, from here on out. We did a Tyreek Hill watch last year.
We did Cooper Cup watch.
40 straight games with 100 rushing yards. Okay, the record is 43 in the NFL. Guess who holds that? Baltimore. Baltimore does.
Okay.
They did it like 2018 to 21. Steelers did it back in the 70s to early 80s. But a 43 is the record. They have 40 straight games with 100 rushing yards as a team. I don't see that going away anytime soon. You got Lamar, who puts up 65 to 70. Derrick Henry puts up 150 to 200. So I mean,
right.
I mean, I think they're going to break that record. I think they're going to shatter it. Don't you?
Oh, I do too.
All right, so we're on Ravens watch now for Ravens running watch.
All right.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
All right, let's move on to WOMF.
Oh God, that's our favorite part of the show.
Yep. It's perhaps the cheesiest part of the show, but still the most fun.
We're the cheesiest part of the show.
Oh, that's true. That's there's no doubt about that.
So last week, just to recap, I went 4-0 because I'm awesome.
Yeah, that's why.
Alan took Houston +3. Or no, wait a minute, you won that one. Never mind. Yeah, because they lost by 2. All right, so Alan went 3-1. I went 4-0.
Okay, well, that sounds more like what I do. 3-1.
Well, sounds more like what I do. 4-0. So,
Yeah,
we still have pendings. We have Adams under 2.5 weeks.
Even a blind squirrel finds it nut.
Oh my God.
Cut. No, don't cut.
You almost made me choke that time.
Zoom in on him. If only we had a cameraman.
Yes, we each have a pending. I think Amari Cooper did get hurt though, last couple nights. So we'll see. We'll have to see what happens with
Only we
that.
have one of those devices where you can find out.
Like something that could tell us like right away if they're injured or not.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
those future things.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Don't you like dial like on that and you like turn it and it goes.
Yeah. That's it. But,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. So this is dumb. So we're just gonna go. So I go first because you went first as me last time.
Spin. I've been waiting a half hour for you to spin.
All right, pinky in the brain.
Pinky in the brain.
All right, so this one we got a couple. Okay, I like this one. So
Oh boy.
Allen versus Smith. Josh Allen versus Geno Smith. More fantasy points this week. We gotta make sure they're both playing first of all. No, they are. I think they are. So I looked it up. I made sure. But
Josh Allen. And
Allen.
And Achilles Smith. Huh. Oh my God. Go ahead, Josh.
Josh Allen versus Geno Smith. Last week I picked Geno Smith and Drake May as 2 daily fantasy picks, and they both went off. So Drake May especially in London. But, and the Jags defense did not get an interception again. So they're 1 interception through 7 games. Isn't that horrible?
That is.
And they gave up 280 to Drake May with 2 touchdowns. So I told you they were giving up 291. They almost gave up that to Drake May. God, how can you bet against Josh Allen? He had 323 with two or three touchdowns. I like Geno Smith, guys. I do. Yes, I got a man crush on Geno Smith. But I think Geno's going to outscore Josh Allen this week. I do. So we're doing Smith over Allen for fantasy points.
Okay.
All right. We got some over-unders. We got some different stuff on the wheel, but...
I'm glad you got that one. Oh, and I got
Oh,
that
so what
one
do you
too.
think now about that one?
All right, so I got
Oh, you got the greenard.
the greenery. Rodgers versus May.
Oh, my God.
I'm going Rodgers.
They're playing each other this week, so...
Yep, I'm going Rodgers.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay. I hope so, because I really need...
Did you see my post on the Bent on Fantasy Football Facebook page?
I did, but Rodgers looked like crap after the second quarter in that game, man.
You know why?
Why?
Because you see my post.
I did.
What did my post say?
You know, I don't remember what happened 10 minutes ago.
Okay,
yet,
so
let alone-
my post said, Dear Aaron Rodgers, I'm sorry. No, really, I'm sorry. For real, I'm sorry. Because I was very dependent on Aaron Rodgers in that game because I have on
Garrett Wilson.
Both of my teams, I have Garrett Wilson. I have.
I'm sorry that you have Garrett Wilson in both of your leagues. Cause...
No, I don't have him on both leagues. I have him on one league.
Okay.
And then on the other league, I have
Brees Hall.
Brees Hall and who's the other one that I have?
Lazard.
No,
Conklin?
no. What's that new receiver they have? What's his name?
Oh my God! Come on, Devontae.
Devontae. That's right, Devontae Anderson or something. Adams. Devontae Adams. That's the guy.
Yeah,
I got him
Atchison
too.
or something.
So I was really
Whatever.
depending on Aaron Rodgers, and I still am. So I'm going with Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
So, spin the damn wheel.
Well, good. Did you see Sauce committed a huge defensive pass interference penalty against Pickens, which led to a Pickens touchdown? And New York Jets were in control of that game, and then Pittsburgh just crushed them.
I just need Aaron Rodgers to have a good...
Ariella Rodgers?
Yeah, Ariella Rodgers.
Ooh.
Ooh. You want to tell everybody else what ooh is?
Oh, my God. Kyron versus Tua.
Kyron versus Tua. Okay.
More fantasy points this week. Tua is supposed to start this week, guys. He's coming back. I'm a big Kyron Williams fan, and I'm a big Tyreek Hill fan. I was hoping you would get this one, damn it.
This is an easy one for me.
I'm just going to go with Kyron.
Yes.
Quarterbacks always outscore running backs pretty much most of the time. So I'm going to go with Kyron over Tua because I don't want to see Tua come back. I really don't. I'm going to be pissed if he does, actually.
If he does, there's a good chance that he could get knocked out in that game. A better chance in the next game that he plays than in the last game that he
Well,
plays.
there's a good chance that my Tyreek Hill pick could score a lot of points in this game, but I don't want that to happen because I don't want to see Tua come back. One thing I hate, there's a couple things I hate in football. What are they?
Well, ties.
Overtime ties, yes. That's number one, okay?
Yep.
Seeing players that are almost paralyzed come back because I don't want to see that even if it affects my fantasy team. Those are the top two. So I do not want to see Tua come back, even though he probably will.
So like players that beat women and kids, you're fine with. Okay.
No, that's why I didn't draft Mixon, dude.
I get it.
I didn't draft Mixon. I didn't draft Deshaun Watson.
Backpedal.
So yes.
Backpedals quick.
No, I'm being honest with you.
Okay.
I hated Mixon from the get-go, and you liked him.
Yeah.
So you're okay with that, is what you're saying.
I am. I'm fine as long as he's putting in fantasy points. I don't give a shit. No, that's not true. true.
That's not true, guys.
That's not true.
All right, just spin the wheels.
He doesn't have to score me fantasy points.
Oh my God, I hate you.
Come on, y'all knew that was coming, right? All right. I'm not even sure what the hell this says.
Minnesota, LA Rams, highest points. Who's going to be the highest scoring player in that matchup?
Damn you, Worley labels.
Minnesota and the LA Rams, highest scoring player, fantasy-wise.
Oh, boy.
Non-quarterback, by the way, because Darnold will probably be the highest.
Damn, Sam.
So you got Kyron, you got Jefferson, you got Aaron Jones.
You don't have to. I'm gonna go with Jefferson because I think that offense is way too much for the Rams.
Okay. Okay, I like it. So
I'll change it then. No.
so a lot of these are like that, but there are a couple weird ones like Alan. What's this?
Hey, I heard that.
Hey.
I heard that with my good ear.
So Hurts versus Burrow. Oh man, more fantasy points. Hurts versus Burrow. This is a tough one for me. I like Burrow. I think Burrow's playing really well right now, don't you?
Yeah, I'll give you my opinion when you're done.
Okay, you're gonna say Burrow also.
So you're saying Burrow.
I'm gonna say Burrow.
All right. I probably wouldn't have went with Burrow, but no, but it would have been a hard decision. I'm gonna say this: as far as Burrow goes, Cincinnati's gonna be fine this year. Cincinnati and Jacksonville both gonna be fine this year.
Oh, absolutely they are.
As far as fantasy points go, you're gonna get a lot of fantasy points from both of those teams. Their records are gonna get better. They just gotta put. They both have the talent. They just have not put it together in the way that they need to. They're going to figure that out. Eventually, both teams are good enough to figure that out. So, until that happens...
Well, they're playing each other this week, too, so...
Until that happens, Hurts is the hot hand you play right now.
Cincinnati is a favorite this week, though, at home against Philadelphia.
Yeah,
and it's a high over-under, so they're projecting
that,
a lot of points.
But okay, it may be on one side of the ball, too. Not on the other.
2.5-point favorite, Cincinnati, that's it. So it's going to be pretty much, 25-22 is what they're saying. 25, 22 and a half, okay?
I'd be willing to bet that it's not that.
But I'll bet everything I have that it's not going to be that.
But anyway, I would go with Hurts myself, but I can understand why you would pick Burrow.
Okay.
My turn.
A.J. Brown may be hurt again, though.
How did that... Did you see that?
I did. That was really weird. Yeah.
It went in the opposite direction for like one square.
It was like bewitched.
So yeah. All right.
A.J. Brown may be out again, though.
That's okay.
No, it's not.
Only it is if you don't have A.J. Brown.
Whatever.
Green Bay, Jacksonville, highest points. So
highest scoring player.
Highest scoring player on either team.
That's a matchup.
You know what?
I think that might be a better game than a lot of people give it credit for.
You know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do this.
Non-quarterback.
I'm gonna do this. So my pick is gonna be Tank Bigsby.
Okay, that's not a bad pick. I like it.
It's not. I have faith in that pick. We'll just say that.
Okay.
I think Tank Bigsby is gonna be a big part of that offense until ETN gets back.
Okay, you said his name right. That just won my whole week that he said his name right. So
your turn to spin.
That doesn't happen a lot.
Can you just spin, Jack? Jeez.
All right. Oh, I got the green. Oh my God. San Fran running backs over under 200. They're playing the Cowboys this week, so I have to go. All San Fran running backs.
You just wrote that on there, didn't you? You just now wrote it on there.
No, I wrote it. Yeah.
You're like, oh my God.
I'm going to do San Fran running backs over 200 yards. They're playing against who? The Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Cowboys give up over 200 yards a game rushing, and they got shredded by Detroit. We saw that happen.
We have to talk about who fills these things out.
Well, I do. If you were,
I think this wheel's breaking.
if you weren't so lazy that you made me do it every week, then you could fill some out.
Yeah, see, it landed on that one, and the odds of it landing on that are not good. So.
The odds of you knowing what's going on are
Cousins and Baker.
Cousins Baker. It's a matchup.
Mm.
Second time they played. Remember what happened last time, dude?
Gosh.
Kirk Cousins threw for 509. Remember?
Yeah, I get that, but oh my gosh.
Remember this too. Baker is without his top two receivers.
I
Godwin's
know,
out for
I
almost the
know.
year, and yeah.
I know.
So Cousins or Baker.
Oh, I gotta go Cousins on this one.
As much as I hate to say it, I'm high on Baker. I agree with you because
I like Baker a lot too, but my gosh, he's got both of his top wide receivers down.
and the Tampa Bay pass defense is not good.
Right.
I mean, they gave up 5 touchdowns to Lamar last night. So
Yeah, but that's Lamar. A little different there.
yeah, but he doesn't pass for 5 touchdowns hardly ever in his career.
No, because he doesn't play them all the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, your spin.
Oh, that was
Good
a
job, nice
real
spin.
good spin.
High five. All right, good job.
All right, so okay, here we go. New Orleans quarterback versus Herbert. We don't know who the New Orleans quarterback's gonna be. It could be Hayner, but I think he got hurt too. So
Is that Herbie or Herpy?
I said Herbie.
Okay,
That's
looks like Herpy.
New Orleans quarterback versus Herbert. I like the New Orleans quarterbacks versus Herbert. I think they're gonna outthrow him. I really do. Justin Herbert does not look good. I think LA Chargers are going to blow out New Orleans. I really do.
Yeah.
They're going to run the ball all over them for probably from the second quarter on. So New Orleans is going to get a lot of junk yards.
Hey, interesting fact. So Thanksgiving weekend or week.
Yeah.
Um,
So I got New Orleans quarterbacks over Herbie.
okay. No herpes. Okay.
No herpes.
Okay. Interesting fact.
Well, you already had herpes once, so once you
Yeah,
have it, then
yeah.
you got it for life. So
No, you get rid of it and then you don't ever get it again, right?
no.
That's what the doctor told me. But anyway,
Your
moving on.
doctor is an idiot. Who's your doctor, Ronnie Jackson?
Dr. Feelgood.
He's when they call him Dr. Feelgood.
Okay, enough of that. No, interesting fact though. Thanksgiving week, the two Harbaughs play each other.
Do they really?
Yeah, they do on Thanksgiving week.
Okay, St.
So-
Fran and Chargers.
Yep.
Okay.
So that'll be interesting. Is like
I think the last time they played each other was in the Super Bowl, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and John got the better of them.
Yeah.
All right, my turn to spin.
Good, because I hate Jim Harbaugh. Oh, let's see, Orange Kid do a triple flip.
Oh, there it is.
2.5 off the
Wow.
low diving board right here.
All right. Chicago, Washington, plus or minus 2.5, 43.5.
Yes, this one was weird to me when I saw this. When I saw this line, guys, I almost fell out of my chair. Washington's playing really well. Chicago's playing really well.
Mm-hmm.
Washington is putting up a ton of points right now, whether it be Jane Daniels or whoever the quarterback is. The over/under is 43.5 on that game.
That means we're expecting a lot of points.
No, they're not. Chicago is actually favored on the road at Washington. What do you feel about that?
Well, actually, I'm not completely surprised.
Okay. Bears D is pretty decent.
I'm going to tell you this. The Bears are maybe 1 or 2 seasons away, probably 2 seasons away from being Super Bowl contenders, okay? That being said,
the Bears are one Virginia McCaskey funeral away from being Super Bowl contenders.
but then they're going to have to get the other positions filled too. But
Right,
so yes,
right.
yes, they're and I guess I should have said and one
Yes.
owner away.
You should have specified that because
But
okay, whatever.
so boy, I'm gonna pick the Bears on that one, and I'm partially betting with my heart,
You can either take the
But-
Bears minus the 2.5 points.
or I can do the over under.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the Bears on the over.
over 43.5.
Yep.
I think they're going to blow that out of the water.
I do
Don't
too.
you?
I do too.
It could be a 40-30 game.
I was gonna say, even if it's not the Bears that put up the majority of the points, it's gonna be a high scoring game, one way or the other.
Yeah, I have no idea why that's 43.5.
I don't either.
Yeah, so that could be huge.
It definitely could be.
All right, watch it be like 3-2 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or they tie in overtime, which will make my head explode.
Yeah, especially when I have like players in that game.
They'll tie
Definitely make my head
21-21, so
explode.
it goes under, and then I'll be pissed off all week.
All right, so guys, a reminder: like, subscribe, and share. Please do that. Please get our videos out there. Please share us with everybody. I know I've said that before in other environment, but anyway, that's neither
my
here nor
God.
there. But anyway, please share us with everybody.
Was that key party we went to a couple weeks ago?
It
Yeah,
was.
I think so. Yeah.
I didn't know it was that kind of party. Otherwise, I would have said yes when you asked me to go.
When they said it was a
But anyway,
fantasy party, I thought they were going to talk about
that's what I
football.
thought. That's what I
Yeah,
thought too.
me too.
But anyway, never give my keys to anybody ever again. But anyway, please do like, subscribe, and share. We appreciate you guys watching us every week and being interactive with the. By the way, we're supposed to have a person on here and talk to them and stuff, but somebody hasn't set that up. So can you see look into that and get back to us?
The problem
Maybe
is
next
that
week.
the days we do this, that person works. They have different days off than we do, so we're still trying to work that out.
Well, they want to be on the show. That's up to them to figure out how to. Maybe they take the night off or something. I mean, we're not playing around here. This is big time.
Here's a thought. If you guys, we're gonna dress up next week for Halloween. Okay, we're gonna do something for Halloween next week.
Don't tell them what we're gonna do. Secret.
Leave a comment if you have an idea of what you think we're gonna be next week for Halloween. So,
Yes, and it may or may not be football related. We don't know.
and if it's naked, you're right. Just kidding, you're not. But
If it's not here, then you might be right too. If
oh my
Josh is
God,
naked.
yeah, just we want to see your comments. What do you think we're gonna be as Halloween, or do you have any suggestions? Because we may change what we're gonna do. So
Yeah, you never know. But anyway,
I'm naked under the table,
now I
aren't
gotta
you?
buy a costume. That's awesome. Thanks,
Yeah.
Josh. My job, I can't afford that. Anyway, we'll talk about that after the show. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching tonight or today or whatever it happens to be when you're watching it. We
It's gonna be at least tomorrow because you're not gonna get this out till
But they might
tomorrow.
not watch till tomorrow night, so it might be tonight when I say that. But if they're watching it in the day, it'll be today. Anyway, moving on.
Oh my God, they're not time travelers. They're
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you. And make sure you tell somebody else to get bent.
on fantasy football.